latest party with somebody else's lady. I know that you came to party, baby, 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 baby. Let's go latest party with somebody else's lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Conspiracy Randy podcast. What the fuck is going on, guys?
Your favorite podcast hosted by a couple and fat fucking middle-aged glazed ham
According to
grandpas.
TikTok, we are a lot of things that I never thought that I was.
So many derogatory words.
Yeah.
Like, woo, oofda.
Jesus.
Neat. You know, it's a good thing my self-esteem is where it's at, or else, you know, I'd probably be pretty butthurt about it.
I am pretty sure, though, that, like, those people that are really shitting on our shit on TikTok right now are, like, definitely not people that I would want to be cool with. You know what I mean? I was like, the type of person to do that is like, I don't want to like hang out with you.
Right.
That'd be weird.
Well, yeah, like envision you're like hanging out at a fucking barbecue and just fucking joking around with your friends like it just looks dumb. And some guy from across the yard is like fucking drops his plate of coleslaw and he's like, "What, sir? And then just does this whole fucking thing. Yeah. Like that's the equivalent of that. Like,
it is the craziest thing, and now this is so indoctrinated into like people's brains. It doesn't make any sense. The average person, like I was just telling about this story, how it kind of ran amok, you know, to my dad the other day, and he said something. He was just trying to prove that something's complicated. He's like, yeah, you know, because of like satellites and stuff. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Will it transfigurates?
Well, you know what I mean. Like people are like, we've got satellites that orbit the moon that have taken pictures of stuff on the moon. It's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Stop making me talk about you on my podcast.
Right.
But guys, this thing is really funny that's been going on now. We've got all sorts of heat on TikTok for these videos that now at this point I'm putting out specifically and just tagging like NASA rocks and stuff. and then also attracting a bunch of the flat earth crowd. Like these like half the hashtags are pro NASA and the other half are like fuck NASA.
Yeah.
And
it's just like the gathering of the juggalos.
Yeah, it's
like,
great.
What am I looking at?
It's like the gathering of the juggalos showing up to a Celine Dion concert. Like it's like the Juggalo. It's like the insane clown.
Go on, bitch.
It's like the insane clown posse opening for Celine Dion.
Yes. Wow, that's quite the venue.
That's what. So that's
yeah.
that's what I'm putting
that's
in
what's
here.
happening. Yeah. Welcome to Thunderdome, guy.
Yeah,
Nerds.
So these people are just coming on like just shitting. We were called two glazed hams, and I'm inclined to take that as a compliment, and I don't think that is.
No, it's another fat comment.
Really?
Again, are you like fuck you, man? I wear ill-fitting shirts, and I got a little soggy in the midsection, but calling Tyler fat is just a blatant untruthitude.
Well, there's a lot of things that those people say that are not. They're like, I was accused of being a NASCAR vroom vroom guy.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's a really specific thing that you know.
Doesn't that fucking suck?
Which is weird because I've thought NASCAR sucked like my entire life.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't know any, like, where are you getting this
Dale,
from?
you can't turn right.
But that's the nice thing. If people whose, like, radar on what reality is sucks that bad that they're just going to assume because I made a joke that I think NASCAR rocks or whatever, like, those people don't belong in my fucking world, dude. I like to do cool stuff.
It's the same kind of people that, like, back at the election or whatever, and like, oh, you voted for Hillary? You know, you just don't make a blatant assumption because you don't like one thing or you just said one thing. Like, it doesn't mean you just align and check all those goddamn boxes. But I am a third generation Latina.
Yeah.
I'm not, actually. that lady from the CIA is.
But the interesting thing is these people would jump on our shit, and this is how I know this is pure indoctrination. This is like mob tact. There's also a part of me that thinks that some of these are either bots or like actually just like people that are paid to go out there and like argue with fucking flat earth people or something.
What an interesting way to make a living.
It's such an obvious thing. It's just so easy to do, these people. I don't get it. And I have not made a single stance on here other than like making jokes for real. Like I have never come out and said, I believe this is this. Like everything is a fucking joke here. So if if you're listening and watching, if you think you know what I believe on a lot of these things, you're probably wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to be tough to pin down on a lot of this shit.
And that's the fun of it.
Yeah, maybe because I don't know. Can that just be that? Why does everyone have to be so certain? I don't understand this.
It fucking sucks.
I can't not know and just have fun with it because like it doesn't. What the fuck? But these people come on. They're like, we went to the moon on this day. We lost the thing, but we were able to this. So I'm like, were you on this team?
It's like those guys. We're gonna do great on Sunday.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers and NASA.
Yeah.
Combined forces.
It's really stupid.
It's so stupid.
Like
I'm not looking at it though.
It's some weak male
feelings
shit.
Sometimes.
Like it's some really weak man shit though.
They contradict each other all the time. Like,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
we
dude.
fucking say so.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. It's a fucking. It's
Also,
it's a
somebody's
comedy improv show. Like what are seriously? What are our stats right now?
We're
what
in like
charts?
the top 25 in the U.S. and in the UK for improv
for
comedy.
improv comedy.
Yeah.
This isn't news. This isn't whatever.
We barely know what we're going to talk about before. And I have like notes of some
Seriously.
subjects, and we just riff, guys. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
I mean, not you if you're one. You guys are beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, the people that like it.
Sometimes-
No, that's cool. Come back.
You gotta remember. Sometimes though, I do say these things so I can make content for those other platforms. So it's like, all right, I gotta say this thing about these assholes, so then I can bait them into this stuff, and you podcast listeners just have to. Do
You
it.
fucking troll.
Well, it's not. This is. I'm trying really hard not to troll.
I mean, isn't
Kind
that,
of.
isn't that the
I did
essence
say
of
fuck you,
trolling?
you suck to hang out with, I guess, but like that's not real bad. I've been like everyone who's talking to us is talking way worse and meaner. Like they're trolling us harder.
Yeah, like
Call someone a retard.
they're doing that
Like on the internet,
constantly.
that's like super mean.
I hate
Like
that.
you know what I mean?
I hate that.
Like I'm not gonna play a victim here, but that's like super mean to just jump on and call me that.
I mean, it's quite You want to talk about contradictions? You got the left that is so accepting and woke and PC,
Yeah.
yet a lot of those people are calling us a word that is
Yeah.
you don't use now.
Well, and that's another thing. If you think you know anything about my track record with like the special needs community and the things I've done in my work and volunteer wise over the course of my entire life, like you don't have a fucking clue.
Right.
So you don't get to like jump me about any of that shit either.
yeah,
Like all this stuff, these are a lot of assumptions about people that don't know fucking anything other than exactly what I wanted them to think, so they would get mad and talk. And then now we have fucking thousands and thousands more followers and hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah, that was the point, guys.
and then when the podcast is
I'm not
done, we
stupid.
go do completely different fucking things. It's not like dude bro party like fucking
Wait.
boner. You party after this is done? Fuck.
Well, what do you mean? This
I
is
normally
all
just
we
go-
do is this.
I
and
normally
party.
go home and cry.
Oh yeah. You do other things, but I mean, when we're together, this is all we
yeah,
do.
yeah. I meant for the lonely times when we're apart.
When we're apart, I am feverishly editing video and audio, making clips and subtitles, and posting to social media and engaging. And Andy's like just sad at home.
I put my hand on the window and go like this.
Yeah.
Everybody hurts.
But it's interesting, like like why would you ever on any subject scrolling past something that you disagree with on social media? Well, I don't understand the brain of a person that will just stop and talk shit and be like, oh, I disagree with this. It's like, okay,
Well, the dude that's
well now you've given it power. Yeah, and that guy's like a
And he
scientist.
said he's important. Yeah.
Well, he says he's
I got a
important.
lot of shit to do.
He must be because he's really busy doing important things, like arguing on my shit. Like
The
this is
internet,
so dumb.
right? If you saw it on the internet, it's got to be true.
But it makes them fucking non-player characters. That's what I think. I think that's exactly what they are. When you do that, now I know exactly what to say, and enough of them, if I'm playing the numbers, are going to jump in on the shit. And then they just pile on, and then so many people see it, more are just bound to kind of like it. So it's like you just draw these idiots out, and then they just fucking attract everybody you want to hang out with. Like, this is really simple.
Apparently.
God damn.
Fucking, I don't know.
At some point, I'll get bored with the NASA people, because it's just, but it's weird. It's so weird.
I mean, I find it exhausting, and I'm not even looking at it. I can't get involved, though, because I literally am that guy. Like, I'll just fixate on, like, ooh, fuck that guy.
What does he mean by hams?
I'm still fucking mad at the dude that told me to get a big boy job a few months back. You know, I can't even start with the fucking NASA people.
Also,
There's
though, somebody
not
said
enough room in my
somebody
head.
said on here, you guys, that like we probably don't even leave the podcast studio and go party. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
like,
dude.
There is
What the
there's
fuck's
not a
that
lot of
about?
people that party like the way I get down. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like how do you know the setup
Trust me.
of the fuck,
What are you
man.
like my partying skills are fucking top notch. Why do I have to defend this on a podcast?
I've puked in many buckets during party sessions.
These are weeknights, dudes.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
fuck, dude. We used to party so hard, like at the beginning of the week, like by the end of the week, we didn't want to party anymore.
And then
Now we're just feeding into those people like couple fucking idiots.
Yeah,
Just talk
it's
about partying all the time. Fuck,
Did these-
we can't fucking win.
Guys, it's okay. We're almost 40, and we just defended how awesome we are at partying on a podcast. That's pretty cool.
And now we just validated all those people calling us gramps. Like fucking okay, boomer. Fucking. It's exhausting. All these fucking these people
I came up with a new pickup line the other day.
to use if you ever become single.
Oh yeah.
You heard that here first, Megan.
Girl, are you an escape room? Because I am not interested in doing you at all. Who the fuck does escape rooms? What a dumbass thing to do. I think I want to take on the escape room community instead of the NASA people next. Be like, escape rooms are dumb. I've never done one, refuse to, don't care. There's nothing I want to do less in my life than like problem solve with a bunch of people who are worse at problem solving than me.
I mean, and
then pretend like it's fun. I'd either check out completely or be like, I'm doing this.
Seriously,
there's no fucking way.
Obviously, these people haven't woke up like in like the morning, like where are my keys and my pants? Yeah. And like what happened? Like every morning is an escape room if you're an alcoholic, you know, or locked into a heavy drug addiction of sorts. You're like, where's my keys? I can't get out of the door.
Yeah, every morning you get up and you're like, all right, I need my wallet. Shit, where's my ID? My phone. Oh, the battery's dead. I need a charger.
Number 3
I need the cable. Okay, so now I need my meth. And I need my meth, and then I need my pipe, and I'm gonna need a lighter, but I need cigarettes. And then you get like boom, 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 boom.
I think we just created an escape room though,
like
a 70s
drug
style,
escape
just
room.
like it's all shag carpet.
You just get up and you wake up in the morning, you have just like a checklist of like a Hunter S. Thompson briefcase full of shit. You're like, all right,
you have to find
where's the LSD
inside a bag of like heroin or something.
Yeah,
or
I think that's the move.
That is a
some
pretty
sort
cool
of Hunter S. Thompson themed.
See, that's what we do.
All right.
We shit on something, then we make it better.
Yeah, well, I had solutions, you fucking nerds.
Yeah, you should see our moon landing schematics. Well, they're gonna blow you away. Fucking dorks.
Before we get into your butthole situation, Andy, I want to make fun of you first again.
Good.
Just to get one in first.
Yeah, see, we make fun of each other a lot too. It's not.
There was a time like I've noticed since I moved back from Europe, I had a hard time still these last 6 months with the dairy. Here, like the milk and cheese and stuff. I don't know, like it makes me. It doesn't process very well. I think it's over pasteurized. I think I got used to like good, like less pasteurized. This shit here is like ultra pasteurized. It says on the label, and so like my gut just doesn't agree with it very much, and it never really has. And so in the past, before I moved, I was drinking just almond milk. Okay. And by the way, not for like any real health reason other than like it tastes like a treat. You know, it was a treat. It tastes like chocolate milk. I thought it was delicious.
It is sweeter.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it depends too. If you get the sweetened one, you're kind of just getting sugar, so you might as well just have chocolate milk.
Oh, that's right. They do.
But when I first started drinking, Andy came over and saw some in the fridge, and what Andy says to me is, "How do you get your calcium then?" And I'm like, Andy,
are you sure that was me?
That was you.
That fucking doesn't sound like something.
I know because Andy doesn't even eat things. Like Andy's just like, I heat up frozen stuff a lot sometimes, and then usually I just drink. Like
I was gonna say, like all I've had today is X-Barrel and some Ron Diaz.
Well, that's the thing.
It doesn't sound like me.
No, I know. That's why it was the most hypocritical bullshit I'd ever heard. I'm like, oh, sorry, Andy. Where do you get your calcium? Is that in all the Coors Light? What are you talking about? Like,
Coors
where
Light
do you
should
get your
totally
calcium?
make a breakfast drink.
Do you go to the grocery store? That's the thing. I wanted to ask you. Like, do you go to the grocery store and you're like, okay, so I got my vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin A. You're just buying up food specifically based on nutrients. Yeah. Oh, I'm a little low on calcium at home, so let me go
pick
Jesus
up.
Christ.
Fuck, that was shitty of me.
Dude.
Wow, if I could travel back through time and
that would be the
tell
one
me to shut
thing
the
that
fuck
you would
up.
change. Yeah. I think that's a move.
Out of a lifetime of fuck ups.
Or
it would just
like,
be that. Don't fucking say it. Don't be a dick.
All of the opportunities in history to change something, and Andy goes back is like, I'm definitely not going to be that pretentious.
I'm not going to sound like a douchebag about milk. I'm not going to like. Yeah, that's the move. Huh? I don't even fucking remember that. Dumb. These guys are a couple of dummy dumbs.
All right, so you have, for those of you that are new, Andy had, we have a series. That's probably 3 episodes of Andy's butthole saga.
Is it 3? I feel like it's fucking more than that.
Well, it might have been stretched out to a few more. But I think
there's Randy's.
Bane yelling in your butthole.
Randy's rectum. Damn near killed him.
Rectum.
The fire rises up Randy's rectum. And into his small intestine. Yeah, no, I had butt-related stuff.
So there was a whole thing, and there was a whole thing now, like the last time you had to go under, and they had to kind of dig in with like 7 or 8 hands, or you don't remember how many hands.
All I saw was that huge-ass monitor, like fucking, it was scary.
And so today you had to go back in. Things flared up. Mm-hmm. Guys, we're going to talk about Andy's butthole. Tell us what happened today.
Same fucking procedure. They got really shitty with me about like if I'd eaten or drank anything last night because I had to be put under sedation.
Did they have notes on you from the time before? Like, was it a mess and they didn't say anything?
I don't yeah. Well, everybody I fucking talked to is just like, "Oh, you're back already?" I'm like, "Yeah, y'all done fucked up." like, "Oh, well," they didn't give a shit.
They didn't call me afterwards this time. I wish they would have.
Well, it's because I gave a different. You're not my emergency contact for my butt related stuff every time.
Only the fun times. Only on the good times.
Yeah, but no, they fucking went in again. I had to be put under.
So hold on, what were they giving you grief for? About the food stuff?
How late? Okay, so they told me I couldn't eat or drink after midnight, but then they asked when I ate or drank something, and I drank something at like 11:15, and I ate something a little bit before that.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of like, they kind of like got shitty with me. I'm just like, well, fuck, don't give me that time frame.
Yeah.
Because my ass is gonna be like, kind of thirsty. It's 11:50.
I think that pretty much means eat dinner and don't eat a meal at almost midnight, just because that's the cutoff. Like they're trying to tell you, hey, be a person. Just don't drink anything after midnight. Is really what that means.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like as many people on TikTok pointed out, I'm overweight. I got them beef titties.
I'm thinking there was some notes on your folder from last time, and they're like, this guy's a mess down there. Like they spent like 45 minutes just mopping up,
just sopping up shit.
And so they made a note, like make sure. So these people come in, they open the file, and they're like, when did you eat? And he was like, right before the last moment you were going to allow me to eat.
I had a Taco Bravo at 11:59.
7 chalupas.
And a gordita, just for good measure.
Yeah. And so I think they were just like, when did they? And you told them that, and they're like, fuck
it's
me.
A fucking mess
like,
down
this guy's
here. It's
got
like, numb.
He's got a track record. And I got to go in there and start carving things up.
You'd think they'd tell me to enema this time around.
Yeah,
but
maybe that was the note. And they're like, shit, we forgot him to enema. When did you eat? And they're like, 45 minutes ago.
Here,
I drank a bottle of Tapatio hot sauce, and then came in.
Fucking A. Tapatio. Yeah, dude. Tapatio. Yeah, so I had to fucking do the goddamn thing, get put under again, and whatever. I'm just over it. Like, so many people just saw my asshole this morning. Like, it is kind of freeing when you're like, you don't give a fuck, and, they're like, can we check out your testicles just in case? And you're like, fucking A, dude.
Yeah, you're like, I don't understand why this is pertinent to my Dairy Queen order, but...
So when do I get my wing basket? He's like looking around like, hello? What?
You're like, what? I'm sorry, I misheard you. I must have misunderstood what you were saying. It was really muffled. You should take the microphone away from your face a little bit.
That was rad.
Because I thought you said... never mind.
That was fucking good. That was so fucking good. Yeah. The doc did the same fucking line again those last times. Like, we're just going to put you under and you're not going to care what we do to you. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, that's weird script.
Like, what the fuck do you, like, is there a video of me out there, like, on Brazzers or something?
Definitely don't go party with that doctor.
Right before she walked in my room, she said he's sweet, and I think she was talking about me.
Dude.
She had to have been.
Trying to smash, huh?
Well, I mean, she has had her fingers in my ass, so things are getting pretty serious. She's the only doctor that told me to lean into it, so.
Nice. Oh. She was like,
damn!
Tell me you love me.
Yeah, right? I'm kind of feeling away right now. Talking about, oh.
What would happen if you just happen to, you're like, am I allowed to just scratch my dick? Like, what if you have an itch while that's going on? You're like.
What's happening?
While she's got her hands inside you.
I don't know what's the
protocol? Like, Devin, just don't touch anything.
Yeah, don't touch anything. Put your hands on the wall and let her put. Yeah, that's the move. That's the move.
Yeah, I agree.
Good call. There's so many dudes in the operating room though today. So it's just kind of like, there was definitely a bond. Like, sorry, bro. Like, fuck, this sucks, dude.
Yeah. And we've all read your file and laughed about it.
This is fucking awful,
We
man.
all know, even though none of us really need to know, we all know.
The Australian even wrote, your testicles look all right, mate. Fucking the anesthesiologist is just like, okay, I'm just about to make $25,000. Fuck. But yeah. Like, it all happened today. Here are my things. I didn't take my shit off. For those of you just listening, I still got my IV thing in because it's ouchy. I don't even want to fucking pull it off. And I got this wristband on because they told me not to take it off for 96 hours. because if I do have to go back in, it's apparently this kind of
You
drug
don't want
that
them to double
you can't
dose
mix it. Yeah, but it says it's an opioid-free thing, which is good.
probably good.
I'd hate to get addicted to something.
Glug, glug, glug. Yeah, dude. Don't fucking judge us. If you thought you came here for all the science wisdom, you are in the wrong place.
Get out of here, Bill Nye, the nerd fucking dork guy. Yeah, you guys suck. I'm all wearing my fucking surgery underwear still with a pad. You people are fucking dumb.
You still have surgery socks on, dude.
Yeah, no, this. I went to the gas station before I came here to pick up a little bit of liquor. I shouldn't be drinking today, or
Whatever.
driving or.
You have the bicycle today.
But and I got my big Giganto Dumpers shirt on. I was like, hey, how's it going?
Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. All right, before we get into the meat of the show.
What is the meat of the show today?
We'll talk about it after we talk about the Conspiracy Theory Trivia board game from Netty Games. You go to nettygames.com or shopnetty.com. We have the link in our description. You can go there. You get 10% off. Use code Randy at the checkout. The Conspiracy Theory board game. There is the full board game, the one Andy's got in his hand. Tremendous work, Randy.
Thank you.
Then there is also the travel option, which is the travel edition. It's really fun. It's just cards you can kind of read. You can play through the whole thing. It's a good time.
It's a little bit smaller than the other one, but according to most girls, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's the thickness that matters, and it's almost as thick as the other one.
Yeah, girth is important.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I tell all the ladies. Like,
when it comes to travel games,
you have to keep telling women that your penis is okay. You're like, trust me, it's okay. I know you wish it was bigger, but this is still okay.
Yeah.
This is okay.
You're the fucking weird one, lady.
Yeah, you're the one, not me.
Normalize small peepees. And I think I can only say that because I have big dick energy.
Oh! That's Bane dick energy.
It's some kind of fucking energy.
So go there, use code Randy. There's a link in our description. You can buy the game. They have a couple other things there and get 10% off your stuff. They hook us up. So it's great if you do that soon. But preferably during the month of May.
Yeah.
Because then we get straight up paid.
Paid in the shade.
Yeah. So all you new fans, if you want to support us, I don't have any paywall stuff up yet. That'll be another 6 weeks or so. So for now, it's all yours. You want to support it, you can do this, or you can hit us up and just give us money via Venmo if you want.
Get it while the getting's good.
DM us on Instagram at Conspiracy Randy. You can also find me at Tyler F. and Stone, and Andy is at Skinny Idiot Studios. If you want to just give us money, we'll take it. Till then, buy games, support the show, watch stuff, tell people about it. All right, Randy, let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. Who would win in a fight, Tyler or Marcy Playground?
All right, okay, we do have to start with this one.
We already did that. Okay, what are we doing?
No. Buzz Aldrin.
Oh,
this guy on TikTok, I'm not done with this yet. I forgot about this one. This guy flat out said that Buzz Aldrin would kick the shit out of me and Andy. He would beat the shit out of both of us. Mm-hmm. And now, I can tell you this, that there's never a moment in Buzz Aldrin's life that he could kick the shit out of me right now. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? And definitely not now. Andy, definitely. He's got stitches in his butthole. Yeah. He's on painkillers and booze, and, definitely...
I think that gives me an edge, actually.
And this clown is straight up like,
scrappy.
Buzz Aldrin could beat you up. I am twice as large as Buzz Aldrin.
You're at least 2.5 Buzz
if you're new to this
Aldrins
thing, I'm a super heavyweight strongman competitor before. Like, what are you talking about?
You're overweight, and you're
that's true.
R-worded.
It was super heavyweight. I guess overweight still might apply.
And you know what? I'm not skinny anymore, but I used to be. So fuck you. So they have those fucking memes. Let's normalize guys having a healthy weight. Now this guy's calling me fucking fat. What do you want from me?
No, he just said that some old astronaut could beat the shit out of you. Some tiny old frail astronaut.
Oh, I'm still hung up on that guy calling us fat. But yeah, let's fuck that guy up too.
All right, so
fuck Buzz Aldrin. 6 weeks, Buzz Aldrin. You versus me.
Versus Jake Paul in a 3-way hand job competition.
Yeah, dude.
Left to right.
Who gets who? Who touches who?
You.
What?
You're the pivot.
Who do I... What does that mean?
You're the man in the middle.
Oh, I get both hands?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that works that way,
works.
does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, I have to touch both their dicks?
We'll say you're officiating the competition.
How do I win or lose?
Obviously, you win.
Everybody wins when you're jerking off a dick.
All right, guys, that didn't make any sense. So none of the things we just said make sense.
They contradict each other. They talk about dicks.
Most of their jokes are pointless and told with like poor grammar,
And they're
no
very
context.
sophomoric. And yeah, they call, for people that, we get called R words a lot. We have quite vernaculars.
All right, so
Dorks.
let's talk about this mask thing now.
Suck my butt. Yeah.
So
Everybody's got
Biden,
shitty takes.
Biden and company come out and they said now that the choice is yours: be vaxxed or wear a mask. What if I just don't do any of those things?
There
Like, that's
is
okay,
no
right?
secret option C.
I know, but so this is, we get to the point now. He said that's the rule. I'm like, when does that become law? And then the other thing is, how are you going to enforce this at all? There is no way to enforce this unless people are allowed to ask for my medical history, for my vaccination record. So this is going to force to a head the conversation about a COVID vaccine passport, so that they know that you've got this vaccination, so you can do things, or you have to wear a mask, meaning you're going to still have to validate somehow, or this whole rule is just total bullshit, which is kind of what I'm inclined to believe. It's just like they're just saying it to be like, okay, we give you permission, because they got to keep backing things off, because Texas has now been open 2 months since Joe Biden said them opening fully and removing mask mandates was, quote, Neanderthal thinking. 2 months, no deaths.
Yeehaw,
Now they got
Texas.
no deaths. So maybe there was deaths during the 2 months, but now there's no deaths.
No deaths.
So what are we talking about? How could you even justify, okay, now we give you permission, but if you're not vaccinated, you still got to wear a mask? Like, no, that rule didn't exist, and there's none. This is so stupid.
I hate the idea of like having to carry around a fucking card just to be like, all right, you're okay. You go ahead.
To do what? To just be in a place and not wear a mask. If I have that, then I am what? Am I less than? I have to now have my face covered. Everyone else can walk around free, and now I have to be like humiliated with some weird. Is this some weird?
Is it humiliating?
Yes. If I'm forced to, because I'm choosing not to put this in my body, and I am forced to, if I want to go do things I love, then I have to be the guy there wearing a mask over my face. Yeah. That's humiliating. Okay. I won't do that. There's no way I'll do that. I would do it by choice sometimes, when to respect the places I was in, like we've talked about, but I will not like be forced to over this thing.
I just hate that.
No way.
I did all the fucking things. I did everything right. I did everything everybody fucking told me to do for so fucking long. And when I even have an inkling of just having just a fucking thought of maybe it's a different fucking way, like instantly all these fucking people look at you like you're just a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, no, fuck, it's like, I'm not that like, my mom, who I fucking take care of, who has Alzheimer's fucking dementia, she has both her fucking shots. I'm not all nimbly bimbly like, no, we're not getting that. Nobody's getting that, Mom.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, I like NASCAR, and I'm fucking dangerous,
Yeah.
and I hate everybody. I'm putting everybody's lives in danger. Like, I fucking hated hearing people say, like, earlier when people were going out, well, maybe just keep grandma at home then. That infuriated me, because I'm like, hey, there's a grandma that lives here. But now I'm just,
but now all those things are in a different context, because you feel like you've been played the whole time. Or at the very least, the information they were using was bad. That lockdowns are the way and masks are the way. Well, guess what? It seems like not doing it has its exact same impact, right?
this is the way.
This is the way. Now, the other thing with this is this comes out like almost immediately after they find out this new jobs report that like unemployment and all this shit is like the fucking worst that it's been in forever in the country. Like it's the total fucking meltdown, the real fucking deal.
You got Mad Max
And
gas
then,
prices.
like it's catching up. Yeah, gas is 55% more expensive now than it was when I moved back to the States in December. 6 months, 55% increase. That's insane.
Got all these people like, where's my next $1,400?
And also at the exact same time that Rand Paul starts pushing aggressively in Congress and in some of these fucking, what do you call them? On television, Dr. Fauci, pushing Dr. Fauci about this connections with the NIHS or whatever the thing is that Fauci heads up, them giving funding to the Wuhan lab. And now currently this lab leak hypothesis is kind of the one that continues to float to the top and continues to not be disproven by the process of science. And so right now it looks like this thing was not created in a lab, but escaped from a lab, either by negligence or whatever, but is very likely due to gain-of-function research, where they take these viruses and they try to manipulate them just to see if they'll try a new way to spread, right? It's called gain-of-function. It's a virus that does not exist and can't do this, and they test around with it because then they can learn lots of great things about how to fight viruses. It is a good tool, but ethically, amongst the community of scientists that do this, it is a very divisive topic.
I assume so.
For that reason.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't want to give... Brett Weinstein had this... whatever. He had this really good take on this, that what they do is a virus learns a new... what's the word? It's a new like skill, right? How to transmit from, say, just to bats to just to people. That's a big evolutionary jump.
Right? Evolution of a virus.
And the story he told is like how sometimes a family of bats, now there's this new species of bats at some point, however many years ago, ended up in Hawaii.
Bats, by the way.
No, hold on, ended up in Hawaii. How did it end up in Hawaii? And basically, the only way that it could have made its way there was basically they think that like a pregnant bat or a couple, like whatever, got sucked up in some crazy storm, and then just got chucked off onto this fucking, made it all the way to Hawaii from mainland somewhere.
Bat NATO.
Yeah, basically, it was a bat NATO. And then that's why they became able to populate that place, because it was before people when they had got there. But it wasn't. So it was kind of a cool take. But he said that's what we're doing with gain-of-function research, because then these bats, there's no natural predators. And they can just overtake a thing. You know, so this is what we're doing, is we're just introducing this thing and we're totally unprepared for it. And that's the risk if something gets out, like maybe happened here. Gain-of-function research and the Wuhan, what's the word? It's the lab leak hypothesis. Look into those two subjects.
All in my head right now.
And get information from the last 2 months, not March, because everything was like, this is crazy to think of this.
How would
even though nobody was testing it?
With such a low intelligence, listen to such like high level intelligent podcasts?
Any dummy can do that, can listen. But can you repeat it and make it almost sound like you knew what you're talking about? No.
Where's your podcast at, nerds? All in my head, though, I'm thinking of like a sci-fi movie about like the whole Sharknado thing. Only it's Corona-nado. It's like a virus that just moves by tornado. Like, it's headed right for us.
It's coming for the fat people next.
Yeah. No, we don't fat shame here. We don't
Coronavirus does,
because I'm halfway
do you know that
there.
COVID disproportionately affects obese people, Andy?
Well, there's like 60% of like the population of like the world, or at least the U.S. is obese. So I mean that makes sense.
Well, according to the people on TikTok, Andy, 100% of the people on this podcast are obese.
I like those odds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to check out in our description, we have the Conspiracy Randy podcast soundtrack playlist. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, all those things. Check it out. Good vibes from the show, jams, all sorts of shit.
This track's by Sponge.
Yeah, Wax is Static. It's a jam.
It reminds me of my youth, which was so long ago because we're old as fuck apparently too, right?
Yeah.
Right? Fuck you know about music, you little sons of bitches.
You keep arguing with people that aren't watching this show. This is going to be really off-putting. It's like, I don't know, I started watching this podcast, but these guys seem confrontational with me.
I'm like a negative Jim Halpert. I look at the camera and they're just like, fuck off. That's rad. This is from back in the day. You'd like buy like a CD and you'd be like, I'll read the lyrics. You're like, fuck are these guys writing about? Oh, they still get record deals. Like, what does Wax Ecstatic even mean? Like, I'm not talking shit about him. How about you write a song then, Randy? I have several. All right, I'll stop being confrontational.
Ooh, Andy
Next
nailed
on
that
Confrontation
bit.
Randy. Who wants to fight?
Agitation Randy.
Is this queer? Is this queer? I got a backup mic right here.
Andy, what was the first concert you ever went to?
Do I have to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God. Semisonic was at our state fair.
Yeah.
Closing time.
Oh, yeah. Do they have other songs?
Well, yeah, there's other songs on the album. That wasn't just the one.
But I mean, like, was there any that like moved the needle at all? No. Okay.
Honestly, I just watched. Do you need this?
No,
We're not going to do a throwing thing.
No.
I just watched Due Date the other day again. That movie with Jack Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis.
RDJ.
Yes, and there was that scene with who's Eastbound and Down guy, and like
Kenny Powers.
Yeah, well, I don't fucking know. Yeah, but there's that whole thing like
That's all.
he starts singing "Closing Time," but it's because he's going to Chili's with my fucking boys. Remember, like, he got a reservation at Chili's. Oh, it's so fucking good. Closing time. All right, whatever. Yeah, but it was Semisonic. I can't remember who fucking opened for him.
Quit complaining about their other stuff and tell me, was it good?
I had a lot of fun.
How old were you?
I was 17. I was so young.
And when that song came on, were you like, all right, now I don't hate this as much?
Yeah, I mean, like I had the CD and stuff.
Oh, so you were like into it?
Well, I mean,
oh, okay.
This is back when like fucking MTV was a real fucking thing, and like if a song fucking popped, it was in heavy rotation. So I was like, yeah, I can do that. I can play it on guitar actually, like the ding 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 ding. That part I can't do like the. That's too fucking hard for me. If you know what I mean. Fucking bar chords though, they're not so bad. Yeah, no, it was all right. But like looking back, I'm like fucking A.
So my first concert that I went to was Creed. And I'm serious.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Where were they at?
I think it was maybe Minneapolis, but it was Creed and Seven Dust.
See.
And Seven Dust was really good live. And it sucks as far as I understand is like the singer and they kind of became super like dicks. I don't know. A lot of their stuff I don't like. But anyway, live they crushed, especially in like 1997 or 98 or something.
I've seen them a couple of times, yeah.
Or whenever that was. But Creed, it was like the worst thing is I was in a band. And like the other guy like really was good at playing Creed and liked it. And and I had like a phase where I like appreciated the guitaring because it was kind of easy but novel. I don't know, don't make me defend Creed here. But like that's like the lamest thing is like the band that I was in high school, we played like half of our set was Creed cover songs. You want to ruin this song next, Andy? You fucking dork.
Sorry.
Hang on now. Lame. Randy sucks. He's a fucking dork. He's lame.
Ruins bits. Fucks up the podcast.
He's lame. His face is dumb, and his butthole's got stitches in it.
Nobody hates me more than me, okay? Fuck.
All right, guys. Now, we've been seeing some things now on the internet with this mask stuff being lifted. That there's like this push now to like, I'm having a hard time seeing a lot of the mask enthusiasts backing off from wearing masks. I don't think they're going to. Because they're obviously vaccinated.
It's shitty takes, though.
And yeah, these takes are dumb. Like David Hogg said one, some other dude said some shit. But basically the thing is these people, I'm going to call them mask enthusiasts, because it seems like they're not just doing it out of service. I think it truly is virtue signaling. That is what this is by definition. Definition is they are going to continue wearing masks so that they don't get confused with people who are conservatives. Like they don't want to be thought that they're a Republican. So they're going to keep wearing masks. Because like, if people know that I'm a scaredy cat, then they're going to know I'm not a Republican or something. Like, I don't get it.
I hate that. Like, just to come out right and to like, I don't want people to assume I'm a Republican. Because, like, that's just it's so divisive still.
I would rather tell people all my deepest, darkest secrets than wear a fucking mask around all the time.
Well, why the fuck do you think?
Yeah,
talk about my butthole.
Yeah, like, I would let people lie about me before I'd wear a fucking mask. I don't care.
I just think it's just so shitty. I'm like, let's just take that take on it. Like, we don't need that. Let's fucking move on, people.
So are you going to be just done
just angry.
now? You're going to be done now with COVID stuff?
Yeah.
You're done now. You're no masking everywhere now, right?
Yeah. Mom's fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it. So,
I mean, we got to get you out to the nightclub dancing then. Once your butthole stitches are better. Maybe.
We're going to cut some rugs. Is that a sexual thing?
If you look behind Andy's head, we have the Andy, lean to your right. There you go. We have the sign up. But I didn't know, by the way, when I made that sign that this was coming up. I made a sign a few episodes ago that it had been like 42 days since a butthole related hospitalization.
Yep.
And then you messaged me like this week, and you're like, I gotta go do it again. My butthole's flaring up.
Threw that out in the universe, and the ether came back with butt-related stuff, and here we are.
So now the sign says 0 days since a butthole-related hospitalization.
Yep. I'm wearing, like, my surgery underwear still. Oh, I said that already. But, yeah, it's the whole thing. I'm a specimen, you guys.
Andy.
Look at these two guys. Actually, we're rebranding and renaming everything to the two.
Andy, you're being really low energy.
Fuck, am I?
Get your shit together. It's time. Conspiracy Theory Trivia Board Game. You can go to Netty Games, shopnetty.com, nettygames.com. Use code Randy. Buy this game. You'll get 10% off. Let's go. Question. This is from the travel edition of the Conspiracy Theory Board Game. That's shopnetty.com. In his 1982 broadcast, what song did televangelist Paul Crouch play backwards to reveal its secret satanic message? Angel in the Morning, Sympathy for the Devil, Stairway to Heaven, or Highway to Hell?
Stairway to Heaven.
Got it.
Yeah, they went after Zeppelin hard.
What percentage of the global population does the UN's secret depopulation plan aim to eliminate? 20%, 50%, 75%, or 95%?
I'm gonna go with 20%.
The correct answer is 95%.
What? That's a lot of percent.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's obscene.
Yeah.
See, I went the opposite way. The other day, like with the Bermuda Triangle one. See, I went the opposite way. I'm like, go high.
10 million
This one, I'm
people
like, go
died at
low.
once. By the way, I would want to look into that incident where like 300 people disappeared.
That's credit. Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Holy shit. I have. What do you got? I got like movie news.
Let's see it.
And it's not really movie news. Did you know that I didn't know this? There's a movie out that's called Helen Keller versus Night Wolves. It's got like
I love it.
The cover. There's like scratches right over her eyes. So I'm just assuming that because she is like the way she is, it's like the whole Pride and Prejudice and zombies.
What do you mean the
Abraham,
way she is?
One of them people.
Sexually promiscuous?
Yeah. Helen Keller was a whore.
She was a
Everybody
she
knows
was a
it.
fornicator.
She was a floozy. No, I think like because her sense of smell must have been heightened, or that's got to be the angle.
So she's
they're
a
going
werewolf?
with. No, she's a werewolf hunter.
Oh.
So she can't see and
So
hear.
she can
but she's
smell
like,
as good
I can
as the
smell
wolves
their
can
nasty
smell.
ass. Right. And that's the thing with like all the cryptozoids, like, Bigfoot's dick stinks, right? All these things, like, it's like, I smell your dicks. Only she'd be doing
That's
it
like a
in
really
sign
specific
language.
thing for us to know about animals that we don't even know are real, but we know their dicks stink really bad.
Mm-hmm. If I know one thing about Bigfoot, he's got a stinky dick.
Then again, if I had to go like through like a crowd of people and just like
and smell their dicks.
If I had to pick 3 people who I think had stinky dicks out of a crowd of 50, I'd probably for sure get it right.
Yeah. Welcome to Six Flags.
Because 40 of them.
Y'all dick stink.
You get the fuck out of this line with your stinky dick.
With your little pee-pee. Stinking ass dick. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, it's probably just a massive shit show, but I kind of want to watch it just to see how they handle the whole, like,
I think they should
Helen
go.
Keller
I think the whole
aspect of
thing
it.
should go where she doesn't know how to read or write or anything still, because obviously didn't happen, and she doesn't write 9 or 11 books
About
but
werewolves.
she just has an instinctual urge to kill whatever it is that attracts her to it, and so she's just blind and deaf and just ferociously just ripping things apart. Doesn't even know what they're werewolves because she doesn't know
thinks
any
it's werewolves?
because she doesn't know anything about what anything is because she can't hear or see anything. So there's no way she knows what anything is at all.
What if you just gave away the twist of this fucking movie?
What?
Helen, no, they're not werewolves.
They're children. You've been killing children this entire time. It's like, I smelled the baby powder.
Fucking
Wait, you could talk this whole time too?
yeah.
It's a twist. That would be the twist.
Fooled
She's like,
you by
I
M.
lied.
Night Shyamalan,
I was
ding
definitely
dong.
not deaf and blind.
And she
Just
has like
joking.
a man voice.
Yeah.
She like turns like, with Allstate, you can. God damn it, Helen. I love it. Yeah, no, I'll watch it and I'll let you know if it's good or not, but it'll probably be bad.
You think so?
Good thing I'm on drugs. Pew, 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 pew. Low energy, my ass.
I only say it to rile him up because he gets really, really, really defensive.
Fuck you. Do you want to fight? Not you. The internet. I'm a keyboard warrior, dude. Yeah, like Buzz Aldrin.
So-
this old man kicked my ass. Okay, what are we doing?
I want you to name one celebrity who you know you could beat in a fight. And I want you to make that maybe you think that it would be a close fight.
Andy Dick.
That's exactly the one I think too. Where it might be
Really?
it'd be a good match too because I think he's a little sassier than you are.
Yeah.
You know?
He'd be like, "Ooh, hit me harder. How about?"
Well, plus like he'd like really scratch a lot, and you don't know what you're doing at all.
Oh,
so
fuck no.
You know, he wouldn't. He knows how to like try to hurt someone. You don't. I don't think you have that in you. So like,
oh, I don't know.
I'm just saying you might be able to overpower him and use your weird elbows.
My my weird elbows.
Andy's body is 80% elbows.
It's fucking weird. So like when the people are calling me fat, that's literally just my torso. Everything else is just like, can I have some more, sir? My second choice would have been Gilbert Gottfried. Oh my god!
I don't know. I think he's stocky and very energetic.
Really?
I don't know.
I think he's fucking like 5 foot.
Yeah, but I
nothing.
think he might. He's got wrestler vibes.
Gilbert Gottfried has wrestling
Doesn't he think
vibes.
that he'd like grapple with you? Like, got your back behind the head now.
More like wrestling commentator vibes.
Maybe.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying if I had
got him in the thing.
if I had to predict how he would fight, I think he'd be a bit of a grappler.
Now I want to see him fighting Andy Dick. It'd just be so many fucking annoying ass noises. They're like, what are you guys doing?
Well, that is what's interesting with what's going on with all these influencers and boxers and shit now, just setting up fights for money, is we are just getting to the point where this is just a real life celebrity death match.
Did you see?
And I'm okay with that. But we should give
the-
them bats and shit too. Just let them beat the fuck out of each other. Like, go to the death. Do this to the death, and you'll make $1 billion.
I'd love to see like one of the Paul brothers get hit with a chair. Did you
No,
see?
you have one of the Paul brothers fight the other Paul brother to the death with baseball bats.
There can be only one Paul brother.
Yeah. You know how much money you can make? You're welcome, guys.
What if there's like a secret third Paul brother that like, oh my god, now
they
here's
can-
Devin Paul or some shit.
Yeah,
you know,
they
just
pitch
running
this whole
down the
Cain
thing.
and Abel vibe.
Yeah,
Like,
he's got like a fucked up face. Like, you guys are the pretty ones, and then he wins. Both of them are dead.
is there a third brother?
Then like Rupert Paul or something.
There's
I
a
don't
third
fucking
brother.
know.
Third brother.
I don't know, dude.
Leon Paul.
Leon Paul.
Ah, fucking Leon.
God damn it, Leon, you ruined it.
Yeah, like Jake wins, but he has like super brain damage and is just a vegetable for the rest of his life. So Leon Paul gets
What's fucking
like
different?
$600 million.
Did you see his like video with Mayweather when they're getting in each other's faces and he took his fucking hat?
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
I got
yeah.
your hat. And then like he started selling hats and said, I got your hat.
That's a good play when you can just say a thing and make it happen. You're like, hey, I should make these hats now that people saw this and just done. Sell it.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's great.
That's how fast shit moves though too.
Yeah. That's what we do here on the Conspiracy Randy podcast.
We move fast.
Fast.
Keep it loose. Possibly our words.
I'm worried this light's going to go out on you, Andy.
Good, because it's hot as fuck on my face.
Is
Maybe it's just like hot in here because we're a couple fat hams glistening in our own like honey juice or whatever the fuck.
All right, guys. I think that's got us a boot wrapped up. You got anything else over there?
Let me just check my detailed notes that are written very articulately. Like, nope, that's about it.
All right. Guys, thanks for listening. I want you to follow me on Instagram at Tyler F. and Stone. I do some podcast consulting, so if you're interested in getting a podcast started, I have some group courses that are pretty affordable, or some one-on-one stuff, consultations, whatever. So hit me up on Instagram at Tyler F. and Stone. You can find Randy over there, Andy, at...
I'm at overweight, reasonably intelligent white male.com. No, Skinny Idiot Studios.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I got nothing. Yeah. Thanks.
And
Thanks for
follow,
joining
follow
us.
us on Conspiracy Randy. If you're new, we'll see you probably tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.